everybody, so I've got a Dollar Tree haul. This is from a few days ago and I'm now finally filming the haul. Now it's nighttime, I'm in my jammies, my hair is still drying, so what better time to film the haul than now so that I can actually start using these products. So anyway, first up I got this little powder puff that's in this case and I need to get it open. It has a little seal on it, like a little piece of tape on it. But I'm hoping that this is like a velour powder puff, because when I was in college and took my makeup class, we used a velour powder puff with setting powder to set our makeup, and it worked so well. Of course, it was stage makeup. It was Ben Nye makeup and Ben Nye powder puffs, but I'm really hoping that this is similar to... Oh, okay, so this whole little thing just pops off, and I got my hair tangled up in it somehow. So, there we go. Oh, it's taped at the other corner. Okay, so it's got like a velour texture to it, and it has the little ribbon that you can slide your fingers under to powder. Alright, so that's cool. I like that. I was afraid that it'd be more of like a foam rubber texture to it, but it's definitely like a velour texture. So, I'll just pop the little keychain on and off to pop it in place, I guess. I don't see what would prevent it from, like, if you're traveling. Well, I guess this isn't really a keychain, it's just more of a hanger, but still. Wouldn't rely on hanging it after you open it, that's for sure. Okay, anyway, I got a claw clip. Actually, I got 2 claw clips. They had a bunch of these, and I've been watching the TikTok videos. I went looking for specific items, or in hopes of finding specific items, and claw clips were some of them. And I limited myself this time because there's a huge selection of them. Anyway, yeah. So I've never had a claw clip this big before, and I'm hoping that it'll work. Like, I've always had like the little short ones that are like that long. But with as long as my hair is, now my hair has thinned out significantly. I've kind of talked about that in some of my other videos, but, and it was not from bleaching it specifically. It was, I don't know. I could blame COVID. I don't know. I don't know if it was health reasons or if it's something like literally in the water. Whatever. But anyway, in the past, like, okay, so this is kind of the size of them in the past, but they weren't like as thick. But I always had problems keeping my hair up in like all of them. Like, I would use the normal size ones for like when I'd bleach my hair to section it off. So they work then, but I need to see if I can shoot. Oh, if I don't break anything. Okay, so here's this one. I want to see how it holds up with my hair. But I feel like my hair is getting some of its thickness back. Like, I feel like it's growing back in a little bit, but it's not as thick as it once was. Alright, so this is just a subpar attempt, but I don't know if that's seeing. It feels like it's holding in place, like it's gripping all my hair at one time without it trying to fall out. Let's see if I can get the other one. Snippy, snippy. We're free. Okay, so let's see how this one works. Gotta remember that I've got to do the twist lower because it's longer. Oh yeah, that feels like it's gripping all my hair. Okay, so here we are with this one. Cool. Okay, it works. I'm like, should I leave my hair up? No, I'm not gonna leave my hair up. I don't like the way it is at the moment, and I don't want to fool with it anymore. Okay, so cool. If they have any more when I go back, I may get some more. They had the, how do you say this? Washa? It is Washa, right? These things. And I bought one of these, I think last year. It was like in a box back then. But what I didn't realize was when I opened it, it was cracked. Like, you couldn't tell it from, like, looking at it in the box, but when I opened it, it was, like, completely split into 2 pieces. So, here's my replacement. I never got to use the original one, so got this one. And okay, they also had the little hair comb, which I've never, well, I've never used this either, but I can't wait to try this out. I don't know, it seems like it'd be relaxing. So this is why I was really wanting to do the video, is this, and then there's like one other product that I'm going to show that I was like really hyped up about, but I wanted to show it before I actually used it. And then I had these in, I think, my previous Dollar Tree haul, and I went back and got another pair because I like them so much. They're just these little black crew socks, but they are cotton, aren't they? Like, primarily cotton. Yeah, 54% cotton, 44% polyester, and 2% spandex. So, I mean, they're not fully cotton, but they have at least half cotton as the content in them, so that's cool. Like I said, I like them. They're kind of heavy. Like, these would be great for winter more so. Like, now that it's getting warmer outside, they're, probably won't wear them as much in the summertime, but they'd be really good for the winter time and when it gets colder outside because they're a thicker material. I saw somebody had found these, so I decided to get one. It's a hair dye comb where you can put like your dye right in here and then squeeze it up into the bristles. I don't know if this is going to serve me any purpose. I want to try it. I keep thinking that I'm going to do my rainbow streaks in my hair. I've been thinking I'm gonna do that for like the past 3 years now. I think it's been over 3 years since I've last done it, and I think every time I bleach my hair I'm gonna do it, and it never happens. So I was kind of thinking of that with this, but I'm also thinking about bleaching my hair. Like, we're still having our shower worked on. Like, we just need the tile to be put up, and then we can get like all the fixtures back on and have our shower again, because otherwise, like, I've been like having to wash my hair in the bathtub. And so until I can get the shower going, I really want to bleach my hair, but I'm not doing it where I have to wash it in the bathtub, and I can't wash my hair bending over in the sink. It ain't happening. It's a nightmare trying to detangle my hair after doing that. So but until I have a shower again, I'm not going to do anything to my hair. However, I was thinking about doing like my skunk streaks again. Like, that would be easy to bleach, and that I could wash in the sink because I'm not having to submerge my whole head. I can just do like the front of it and wash that out. But I don't know. I'm still, there's so much. Like, I'm still debating so much right now. Like, what do I want to do with my hair? Like, I've even considered like wanting to dye it all, like either like purple so that it can be dark purple up here and then fade into the light lavender, or like even blue, or even going back and doing red again. But I love red, but it's such a pain to maintain. And then when you want it gone, it's even a greater pain to try to get rid of it. So so many options, so many choices. I don't know. They had this, which I actually have one right here that I'm looking at. That's like a fuller set. It's the little nail file. Well, I thought it was a nail file, but upon further inspection, it's more so for like shaping. Like, it has like the base, and it has a shaping tool, a cuticle pusher, and then the buffing tool. But I think that like one of these at least works like a file. Like, you can, I mean, that's what I always used this for, was a file, and I've just always used this attachment. But I have several. I already have like a bunch of these other attachments somewhere in this. Well, I'm not going to drag it out, but anyway, I don't know, for $1.25 I figured, what the heck, why not? Like, I always need nail files, and if I'm traveling or something, like, I could just take it with me. Of course, I could take this with me too, but this one was like a really expensive one that actually, no, this is, yeah, it was expensive, or it used to be expensive, but I got it at Big Lots on like one of those discount, like, you know how Big Lots is. It was like 5 years after the fact that these were, I think these used to sell for like $20, and I think I got it for like $5. I don't know. I remember them being on TV once upon a time, and they were really expensive back then. Okay, so, moving on. And it is really hot in the house. Like, I flipped on the air conditioning a while ago, but I don't want to like blast it right now because I don't know, it feels like it's too early to be blasting the air conditioning. So I'm hoping it'll kick back on again soon. It should. It seems like I've seen people haul this in the past, like last year, but I never saw it on my little trips to Dollar Tree. Of course, I wasn't going to Dollar Tree as frequently then, and I'm still kind of like iffy about going to Dollar Tree, especially now that they're talking about bumping everything up to $1.50 instead of $1.25, moving it up to $1.50. And if they do that, then I'm just, and there will be some things that I'll still look for, but a lot of stuff, we ain't doing that. But they had this Sassy and Chic Cleansing Dual Face Brush, and I know that they've had just the basic brushes. I think I've gotten one before. I've gotten the little electric spin brush, and I've never used that. I've bought some attachments for it too. In fact, I have it right down here. I've never, like, I've opened the box, but I've never used it. I don't know why. Anyway, but this, I've noticed it has the little, was it silicone scrubbies? And when I worked at Burlington, we had the PMD, whatever it's called, the really expensive, like, electric ones that vibrate. Like, they had the little facial brush that's like this, but they also had, well, Burlington, we had the body brush, you know, like for like when you take a shower. So it has like the longer neck handle to it, and it has the bigger head to it, and I think the little scrubbies are bigger on it too. Anyway, I got that, and I love that for like doing my back and everything. So I figure, like, this is just a basic manual little brush. I mean, it's not battery powered or anything, but I mean, $1.25, why not? It's worth the gamble of trying it out. Even though I never, like I said, I have that electric one and I've never used it. I have all these nice, I have some nice facial, like, tools and whatnot, and like mask and products, skincare products that I just don't use. I think it's like by the time I get washed up for bed, I just don't feel like putting the effort into doing anything extra than brushing my teeth and washing my face and doing my moisturizer and all that. Like, I need to get a routine going so that I can do that, like, devote like some time beforehand and then like chill out after, because usually it gets to the point where I do all that right before I go to bed, and now I need to like start doing that earlier and then just like wind down for bed, and that way I can like actually use stuff that I have instead of letting it go to waste. I got one of these, whatchamacallit, beauty blender sponges, or, you know, fake beauty blenders that has a little holder in it, and that's really the reason why I bought it, was more so for the holder than the sponge, but the sponge is a bonus, so that was nice. I saw that people were saying that these little dual lip stains are a lot like the Benitent, is that what they're called? I have a little, like, one that's about this size. So, and it's funny, like, all these years, I've found, I don't know, it's gonna go into this, I'm not gonna go into a long story, but anyway, lip stains are nice. They're just nice, okay? So that, like, they hold up longer than lip gloss and lipstick when you want color on your lips. So, yay. Speaking of lip color and whatnot, they had the Winky Lux dupe, and this one should have the pink rose in it, or pink flower in it, but it's one of those that's like the pH color changing formula, so maybe if I block myself out, it won't be so blurry. But I was excited about this. Like, I don't know how many times I've come so close to buying the Winky Lux one from like Ulta, but the thing is, back in the day, they, and I'm sure they still sell them, they had the NYX, or NYX sold the little, in the tube, the little lip gloss that was pH color changing lip gloss, and I had all of those. I think, well, at the time there were 3 of them, and I still have them. So I was kind of like, well, I still have them. They still seem, I'm horrible. Like, I don't, if something still smells fine and looks fine, I'll still use it in the way of makeup. So I'm shocked at how many of my lip products still look and smell fine, so I still use them. But I was like, why would I buy the Winky Lux? Why would I spend the money? Because I forgot, like, it was over $20. I'm sure it's over $20. I can't remember for sure, but it has to be over $20. I'm thinking like 18 to 26, somewhere in that range. But anyway, for $1.25, and you know what, I want to try it now. I'm just wondering, like, if it's a balm. It says tinted lip balm, so I guess I'll have kind of like a, I don't know if it'll be a glossy texture or if it'll be more like a chapstick sort of texture. But I mean, with it being clear, you would think that would be glossy. I hope that's not blurred out. There it is. Let me put it on now. But you know what? It feels a lot like the lip oil. I think it's becoming big now. I bought it so like 2 or 3 years ago, the lip oil. That's the LA Colors lip oil. And that's kind of what this feels like. Except for it's not like liquidy like the lip oil. But it just has that feel to it. And it's like the thing with that lip oil, I noticed like the main ingredient was baby oil or mineral oil, which is pretty much baby oil. And that's what this feels like. It feels like I just put baby oil on my lips. So I'm not super, like, I'm okay. Like, it doesn't bother me having like that texture, but I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking it's cheap, but then again, it was cheap. But I think it gave a little bit of a pink tint to my lips. I'm having a hard time talking because I always end up biting the inside of my cheeks or like my mouth. And I have like a huge, like, where I've just kept biting, like where I bit down on the inside of my cheek and it's like swollen up and everything, and I keep hitting it with my teeth, especially every time I talk, and it hurts. So I'm like, ugh. Anyway, it's making me like hot, like it's, I don't know. Whew. It's painful. So moving on, I got some black pins. Finally found some black pins, but I don't have high expectations for these. At this point, I'd be surprised if even half of them right, but if 1 or 2 of them will work decently, I'll be happy, because I just need some black pins at this point. Some that will actually work. So, there's supposed to be 12 in the pack. I need to go through my pins and just throw the ones away that won't work, because there's been so many of these little cheapy ones that I bought over the years from Dollar Tree that, like, I'd leave them in the pack and then a year or 2 later open them up and none of them would work. So hopefully these will work. Oh, and we're down to the last item. And finally, I bought this pack of freesia bulbs. There's 3 of them in the pack, and that one's not looking too great. But then again, I don't know anything about bulbs. I mean, they could be fine. But, I always get freesia and plumeria mixed up, because, like, I think plumeria is, like, the flower that's on a tree that grows in Hawaii that they make the leis out of. But, like, the scent, because Bath and Body Works had a freesia scent, and then they also had the plumeria scent, and, like, that was, like, I remember me and my mom hitting up the big sale, and over the years, back when they used to have a Bath and Body Works out at Hickory Hollow, and we both would like stock up on that stuff, and we both had Freesia and Plumeria. Well, I think she had Freesia, but she didn't have Plumeria, but I had Freesia and I had Plumeria, and it kind of, it's like, if I smelled them, I'd probably know the difference, but like in my mind, just memory of them, I'm just kind of like confusing the two scents. But I'm sure that the actual flower doesn't smell nearly as potent as the Bath and Body Works scent, but if it smells anything like it, if I even have success growing these. And the cat is chasing something and attacked the door, and the door went flying open. That's fun. But anyway, said plant now for summer blooms. I'm not even sure, grown in Holland. I need to do some research on these, because they may not even want to grow here. Like, our climate may not be appropriate for these. But I remember in the past seeing people buy these, and I've never found them. Like, I found the other bulbs, like, I forgot what else. They have some that they have every single year, and I'm like, because I feel like we already have that stuff growing around our house. But, anyway, we'll see. And speaking of Bath and Body Works, this has nothing to do with the Dollar Tree haul, but I'm kind of happy about this in a weird way. On Easter Sunday, they had that sale where you could buy online, and like all the sprays and lotions. Here we go, getting choked up. Alright, so I just reapplied that Winky Lux dupe, and I feel like this time it has like a darker, deeper shade of pink for the tint, so that's cool. It's alright. From what I'm wearing, like from the few minutes I've been wearing it, it's fine. It's nothing spectacular, but it's cool. Anyway, so as I was saying, went to Bath and Body Works Easter sale. Body sprays, body lotions, $5.50. They had a thing to where like you could actually pick it up in the store. So oh goodness, I'm struggling here. So they had just released that, I think it was like a fine fragrance mist collection, where it's like the dupes of the big designer perfumes, and like some of them I'm aware of what they smell like, others I don't really care about, but there was one, like I've been wanting to smell the Delina. Like I keep hearing all these amazing things about Delina, and I've been wanting to smell it. Like I was like, oh, next time I go to Dillard's or Nordstrom, which Dillard's would probably be more likely for me to go to, since I'm more likely would be going out to Cool Springs, but it's been a hot minute since I've been to the mall. But I was gonna go and smell it there, because I'm like, all I need is just another like hunch and wanting to buy like another big high dollar designer perfume. Like that's the last thing I need right now. But I get on these perfume kicks where I'm like, gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. But without knowing what it smelled like, but people were saying that Bath and Body Works now had a dupe. I was like, ooh, I can get it for $5.50, and it was in stock, and it's called Covered in Roses. Yeah, Covered in Roses. So I got that. Got it. And I mean, it is called Covered in Roses, so it does have a very strong rose scent. I was surprised, which I love rose scents. Though honestly, at this point, I'm starting to get a little played out on the rose scent. I still love them, but I'm not gravitating towards them as much as I was. I still love them, just I can do without at this point. And I still have that regular original rose body spray that I've had forever now, it feels like. But this is definitely different. And I don't know how to describe how, like, in the ways that it is different. I mean, they're both very strong rose scents. But I was kind of expecting that I was going to like this even more than what I do. And it's not bad by any means. I'm not saying it's bad. And actually, what I do like about it is that it's very nostalgic for me because my great aunt who used to live next door, when she died, she had a vanity, which we have up in our attic, but in her vanity, I don't know if it was perfume or if it might have been like fragrant soaps that she had, or it feels like, because this was back when I was like 7, like when we were going through all this and got all this stuff and put it upstairs and had yard sales and whatnot. But that scent, it was very heavy, like a heavy rose scent, and this is very reminiscent of it. And I want to say maybe like an Avon type scent. I could see like maybe white shoulder. I can't remember, well, I feel like she had a bottle of white shoulders, and I feel like, which this was my dad's aunt who lived next door, and then I feel like my grandmother, my mom's mother, had white shoulders perfume, but I can't, and I know I've smelled it, but I can't, I remember the image of it. I don't know if that's what this, I don't know. I just have that image, so in my mind I'm kind of connecting like maybe the smell to the image of the bottle. I don't know, but I don't remember well, I do kind of remember this, not from my grandma, but I feel like before my mom died, she must have had something that had kind of a rose scent, because this too also kind of has a hint of that. So it's very nostalgic for me. Like, it's funny because Delina's, you know, I feel like that's associated to younger, like people my age or younger seem to be the ones hyping it up online, but the scent, like this, the scent of this is more nostalgic to the women in my family who have passed on, so I like it for that reason. And I have like worn this out a few times. Haven't had any compliments. Then again, I don't really go out anywhere where I'm that social, but because I feel like this is really strong. This is really strong, like 1 or 2 sprays, and it's kind of overpowering, which I personally, I love overpowering, but I know not everybody does. But it's a nice scent. It's just, I don't know, in my mind I just was thinking of something different, but it's good. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying now. But I have been on, for over a year now, I've been on the hunt for a strawberry scent, and I feel like I've missed the boat for this. Like, I feel like this is probably something that was, like, what I'm thinking of mentally was something that's probably been out years ago that I feel like I've missed the boat on it. Can't find anything that I have in my mind anymore, and it's just like a artificial strawberry, like a strawberry candy type of scent. And it goes back to like when Jeffree Star had that Morphe facial spray that he did a collaboration with, and the scent of that. And I had that and I barely used it. That was something I ordered online from Ulta, and I think they sent me one that was used because it didn't feel like it had a lot in there, but I wasn't sure because I've never had a Morphe setting spray before. I didn't know if maybe that's just because of how they are, because, you know, the chemicals expand, and I don't know. Anyway, but the scent has turned drastically. Like, I would spray it on my face just to have the smell, but I still have the bottle, but the scent is nasty now. It did not hold up, and why should it? I mean, that's been years ago anyway, but I wish I could find something like that. And back was a year, 2 years ago, when I got the Victoria's Secret strawberry and champagne, like, in my mind from high school, I could have sworn that that was that kind of scent, like that strawberries and champagne from Victoria's Secret was more of that artificial candy scent. But when I ordered it and received it and everything, because it was easier for me to order it than to try to go out to Cool Springs or what, I didn't want to fool with all that. It had been a long time since I'd been to the mall or anything, so I was just like, whatever, I'll order it, because there was a sale. I needed a swimsuit, there was a sale. So I was very disappointed in that scent. And then Bath and Body Works had the strawberry pound cake, but I was not into that. So I was struggling. And so I got, for the sale, I got online and just typed in strawberry, and then what came up, I picked out the ones that I felt like were the closest, so I ordered those. And anyway, long story to this point, I did buy the strawberry pound cake spray, and I'm learning, like, the only thing is, like, what I didn't like about it was because you get more of the cakey, the vanilla-y scent, and which is fine and dandy, but that's just not what I was looking for. But I've been wearing this a lot lately, and I've been pairing it with the Gingham Gorgeous, which I didn't know this until I got it. It's almost identical to Burberry Her, which is almost identical to the Ariana Grande Cloud, which is pretty much a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. So, which I have Ariana Cloud, I have Burberry Her, and now I have Gingham Gorgeous, and then Sol de Janeiro has the, from what I understand, the light pink container supposedly is also like cloud and all that. So, and that's a whole other thing. Dollar Tree, they're supposed to have the Sol de Janeiro dupe, the Power, whatchamacallit, Power whatever brand, and the aerosol spray, body spray of Sol de Janeiro. And I am obsessed with that Sol de Janeiro scent. I have Sol de Janeiro products. Like, I have this, which, by the way, this is the Balm Dia Bright Cream. I'm not a fan of this scent. It's very much a winter scent for me, but I am not a fan of this. However, I do like using this on my legs after shaving them, because it, I don't know, it feels like it makes them smoother, it nourishes them, rehydrates, all that good stuff, because it's supposed to be infused with renewing fruit AHAs and vitamin C, so I feel like that's good for after that. But the scent's just too heavy for me. And then I got the whatever, the Cheirosa, like, this is the hair oil, but it has that Cheirosa whatever, the main, I know they all have different numbers for the different scents, but it's basically like that, like the scent of the dupe that's at Dollar Tree, that pistachio. I don't even know what the notes are, but love this. I need to put some of this in my hair later. Also, I still have one of these left. I stocked up on these during COVID. It's the sanitizing spray and hand lotion, but it's that same scent, and these were amazing. Like I said, I could go into a whole other story about these, but anyway, I won't go into my whole Sol de Janeiro collection, but that's one thing I will add, that Five Below is supposed to have dupes of Sol de Janeiro stuff, including the creams, which I'm suspecting that the cream is not as good quality as the actual Sol de Janeiro creams, because each one has like special properties to it, and I'm guessing Five Below probably doesn't live up to those special properties, which that's part of why I like the Sol de Janeiro creams. But anyway, so, but the Five Below, I mean, there's Five Belows around, but they're further than what I usually like to travel. So, I've been wanting to take a trip out to Five Below, probably in Hermitage. Either Hermitage or Opry Mills, but I hate going to Opry Mills. It's a whole other rant in itself. But yeah, so, anyway, back to this. And then finally, the one that turned out to be my favorite, I got in the body cream, because I thought, like, reading it, I was like, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it, but it turned out to be my favorite one. So I definitely want to get a spray of this when they have another sale. But it's the bourbon, strawberry, and vanilla. And the thing is, it doesn't really smell like, to me, it does not really smell like strawberry. It smells more like cherry candy, which I love cherry candy scents. It wasn't what I was looking for, but I mean, personally, to me, that's what it smells like more than anything. But oh, I love it. And I got it for the cream because I thought, well, I use these at night anyway, so I can put it on at night, and if I don't really care for the smell, it'll just wear off like in the morning or whenever I get up. It won't be as heavy. You know, you can still smell it, but I mean, it won't be as heavy. And I thought, or else I could layer other scents with it and kind of, you know, use it as like an enhancement. But this alone, I am in love with this scent alone. So I definitely want to get the body spray of this. I want the body wash of it. I want everything in this. But I'm also really liking the Gingham Gorgeous. Like, even though it does smell like, I pretty much, like, I haven't really tried them side by side, but from memory it smells pretty much identical to Burberry Her. But, and I like wearing Burberry Her, but this, there's something about this that's more wearable. I guess because it does have stronger, like, the strawberry in this is probably more prominent, because even though you can kind of smell the berry, I mean, I think Burberry Her is, like, noted more so berry than actual strawberry, but you can definitely, you can pick up the strawberry in this. And this with the pound cake is pretty good. Like, I like combining these two. I'll put, like, the pound cake more towards my ankles, and then the strawberry more towards the top and around my hair. But, even, you know, the gingham with the bourbon or the pound cake with the bourbon, I imagine, well, these naturally seem like they would go really well together, because cake, bourbon, vanilla. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm, it's weird to say, but I'm kind of obsessed with this purchase. Like, and again, I got this at Easter, and now it's like the 16th of April, and I'm still, like, out of all my perfumes, I'm gravitating towards these more so than anything else right now. So, and usually with Bath and Body Works, like, I like using them, but when I go out, sometimes I like a heavier perfume or a more, like, expensive perfume, but combinations of these have been making me really happy right now. And even the Delina dupe. So, this video has become way longer than I ever intended it to be, of course. But anyway, I'll shut up now. I was like, I could go on and show other hauls, but I won't do that. I'll just wrap it up now, and I hope everybody's doing well, taking care, and things are dandy, and hopefully things are going well. I don't know. I'm just blabbering now. Anyway, thank you for watching.